Okay, let's now go across live now. Vice-President M. Venkaiah Naidu is speaking at Dr. Rajaram Jaipuria Memorial Lecture in the national capital.
Wealth of learning is alone imperishable. Nothing else is true wealth. So Dr. Rajaram Jaipuria ji was an industrialist and educationalist. At the same time, he successfully followed legacy of philanthropic-minded industrialists of the pre-independence period, who used to set up education institutions, temples and rest houses for pilgrims, what we call as dharmashala, driven by a spirit of social service and not for business. So initially, politics, education, health, they were all treated as mission, not for commission. They never used to give any remission, never do any omission in their passion for the cause of the nation. But unfortunately, now it's getting diluted in the society, in every walk of life, but particularly in politics. Following the footsteps of his father, Padma Bhushan Seth Anandram Jaipuria ji, who had set up the famous Jaipuria College in Calcutta way back in 1945, Dr. Rajaram Jaipuria established many education institutions all over India, starting with the K-12 school in Kanpur in 1972-74, and also patronized the Char Dham Ved Nyas, imparting Vedic education in Sanskrit from Pradhama to Acharya levels at 5 religious centers of India. He combined the best of East and West in terms of values and scientific advancements in the curriculum and pedagogy in all the academic institutions that he had established. I am very pleased to note that the Jaipuria Group logo carries one of my favorite quotes from Bahadaranyaka Upanishad, Tamasoma Jyotirmayi, that is, lead us from darkness to light. The theme of today's lecture has been aptly chosen by the organizers: education, entrepreneurship and ethics, 3 E's. Today, we are living in the era of Industry 4.0. In this era, India has a real chance to progress faster and bridge the developmental gap with most of the developed nations. We missed the first 3 industrial revolutions as we are too late to catch up with the West. But thanks to the new digital age and the genius of young Indians, we stand a real chance to surge ahead and take the lead. Given our demographic advantage, Indian Industry 4.0 is also called the knowledge economy. The language of the new economy is digital, and I am quite confident that our youth will take charge of the new digital India and take the country to new heights. Apart from Bengaluru and Hyderabad, almost every city in India is evolving into a Silicon Valley. India is already home to one third of all startups in the world, next only to China and USA. We are no longer strangers to the words like artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, big data, cloud computing, 3D printing, blockchain, machine learning, and design thinking. Most of the new startups are powered by these technologies. I am happy to note that you are already having Atal Tinkering Labs in your schools. I remember the days when I used to go to school. I used to walk 3 kilometers a day. And my school was famous. Night moon, daytime sun, in between Varun, they used to live in the school. So you can understand the level of the school. But still, we all worked hard. There was no electricity at that time. Even when I was studying, up to degree, there was no electricity in my village. Of course, in the town where I had graduation, there was electricity. From that background, we came. But you youngsters, the children who are all sitting here, you are fortunate. Today, everything is available now. Your parents have been kind enough to send you to good and excellent education institutions. And the opportunities, the language also has changed. I'm not talking of the language, the language which we speak and write. The language, startup, stand-up, incubation, innovation, make in India, skill India, digital India, clean India, Atal Tinkering Lab, all these things, startup and stand-up. I only remember when we used to go to school late, the teacher used to stand up on the bench. That was the only stand-up we are aware at that time. Now, totally it is changed. And banks are lending money. The Prime Minister gave a 3-line advice. He said, reform, perform, and transform. Transform the nation. Transformation for the betterment of the life of the people. That is the transformation, the vision he had. So now, as I told you, you have great opportunities. My dear youngsters, once upon a time, India was known as Vishwaguru. Nalanda, Takshashila, Pushpagiri, many places, Vikramshila, all these places of learning, people from abroad used to come and study here. Huan Song, Pa Hian, the great Chinese historians, they came and wrote about India's greatness. I must
Vice-President M. Venkaiah Naidu there delivering the Dr. Rajaram Jaipuria Memorial Lecture on Education, Entrepreneurship and Ethics there at the first memorial lecture there. In fact, and the Vice President was talking about the pioneering initiatives made by India and the milestones, the many milestones that the government has achieved there in all these fields in education, entrepreneurship and